Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the Reds franchise here on the channel. Today we are at home taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. As you can see right there. One game one against the series against these guys. This is game two. Trevor Bauer got the win last game. And today we are pitching with big Luis Castillo. And he kind of needs a pretty nice outing here, as he's kind of been struggling early season. We're going to take control of him here and hopefully get a good start. So let's see what we got here. The opening batter against Jean Segura. So we're going to start him off with a nice fastball. And okay, one pitch, one out. Piece of cake. Nothing too hard so far. Let's look at the starting lineup for the Phillies. They got Jean Segura, Andrew McCutchen, Bryce Harper, Royce Hoskins, JT Realmuto, Nick Williams, Scott Kingery, Josh Harrison, and Zach Eflin, or Eiflin, whatever his name is. They do have a pretty solid, 2 through 6 hitters, with McCutchen, Harper, Hoskins, and Realmuto. Those are some pretty good bats. Of course, we don't want to miss our spots any on against those guys, because they will definitely be putting one out of the park or in the gap or something else crazy like that. We got McCutchen a nice 2-0 count here so far, or 0-2 count, I guess. Whoops. Let's see if we can get him with the slider. He's not biting. There's a fastball inside. Got some carry. Castellanos will camp underneath it just right in front of the warning track, and we will have 2 away in the inning. What about an extremely low circle change? Bite at it, Bryce. Thank you. So we strike out Bryce Harper. And a drop third strike. Tucker Barnhart throws it over to Votto. And we're out of the top of the first. Alright. So in checks Jesse Winker. He'll be our first red leg to bat. He's been a pretty good leadoff man for us. Right early on the changeup. Still trying to figure out some of these pitch timings, but it's alright. See how we can do with them. After working quite a few pitches, Winker's going to loft one into center, and he's on first yet again. I don't think we've gone a game without getting a leadoff hit with him so far this season. And I just realized our uniforms look very similar this game. Probably should have looked at that before I started, but oh well. Here comes big Joey Votto. High fastball, first pitch, we don't want that. Got that nice 302 on the year. He's going to ground one up the middle, and that's going to get through as well. So back-to-back singles for the Reds here to begin the game. Or the bottom of the inning, I guess. Joey batted first. I wish I wasn't stupid. That just missed the pitcher. Here comes big Eugenio Suarez. Let's see what he can do with runners on. That is lifted high and into left. I don't think it's going to be doing much for us. No one's going to be able to tag. I probably shouldn't have swung at the first pitch. And we have Mike Moustakas up next. Let's take a look at the Reds starting lineup. Pretty similar to what we've been rocking with the whole time. I was way early on that first pitch with Gene, and I just need to learn not swinging everything with him. I'm sure we'll get there eventually, but I'm definitely not there yet. There's Moustakas driving one into the outfield, and that should be enough to score Winker, as the center fielder has some trouble with it. And if Votto wasn't 38, then I'm sure he could score on that, but he's quite old and quite slow. It is a 1-0 lead for the Reds nonetheless. Zach having some trouble here early, because we have scored in the first inning like every game, I think, and then pretty well blown it after that. Nope. There's Castellanos putting one into center as well. That's going to get down. Votto's coming to the plate, and he's home. So a single for Castellanos. It is now 2-0 Reds. Let's see what the young Aristides Aquino can do. Aquino's been struggling a little bit here to start the year, and that's not going to help his case, as he's going to ground into a 6-4-3 double play. So the Reds will just get 2 in the first on the double play from Aquino. But still, it is nice to score in the first inning and get that nice lead as we head into the second. And here's Hoskins. Right now, you can see that we are second in the NL Central. I think the Cubs are nice 9-5 to start the year. But I mean, of course, we're just a game back since we've just played 2 less games. But hopefully, we can get another W today and get that little bit closer. There's another strike on Hoskins. Here's the 1-2 to him. He's going to strike out as well on the high heat. Luis looking pretty solid so far. 2 strikeouts through an inning in the third. Here comes big JT Realmuto. We know he's got a bat. He's just going to ground one over to Votto. Our veteran first baseman will head over and make the play. Another 2 away in the inning. Just missed with a fastball on that last pitch. So here comes the 3-2 to Nick Williams. There's a really bad changeup because I missed my spot. Castellanos is going to be there to grab it anyways. It hung up just a little too much. And we are out of the top of the second. And in comes Freddie Galvis. He's not had the best start to the year. Just batting that nice 200, not so nice 200, I should say. Let's see what we can do with him here. That is gonna, no, it's not gonna sneak through the infield. And Eflin, I wish I could say his name, comes over and makes the play. That is not something you see very often, as the first baseman throws it to the pitcher to make the play. Let's see what we can do with old Tucker Barnhart. Wow, another one for the pitcher. He's gotten out of this inning on 2 pitches so far. You know, maybe I should take a few here with Castellanos. But the first pitch we're definitely taking. Probably should have swung. It'll be alright. Luis is going to shatter his bat. The pitcher makes all 3 plays here in the second inning. And we're headed to the third after a not so great batting performance by the Cincinnati Reds. That was a huge understatement. That was a terrible inning of hitting. Let's see what we can do back on the hill with the pitcher. He just shattered his bat, so his hand's probably hurting a little bit. 2-2 to Scott is popped up in foul territory for Votto, and he will make the grab. And there's 1 away in the inning. Here comes Josh Harrison. He's batting a very nice number so far on the season. And we're lucky he didn't hit that about 900 feet. So here's the 3-2 to Harrison. He fouls it away, so we're going to have to give him 1 more. This has been a long at bat. There's another one. Fouling it off. I don't know what pitch this is going to be on the at-bat, but we're going to try and hit him with the sliders. Hopefully he swings at this. He does. Surprise, surprise, it's foul. Don't you love when MLB tries to do this and have you throw about 97 pitches to 1 batter? We finally get the strikeout on him. Luis records his 3rd of the inning. Here comes the pitcher, and we're not going to beat around the bush here. We're going to give him 3 strikes, and hopefully he whiffs on him. First pitch, yep, circle change, strike 1. And there's the circle change, the strikeout for pitcher. We are out of the top of the 3rd. Hopefully we can do some more damage here in the bottom. Winker leading us off. Baker's going to ground yet another one in the center. He will be on first yet again. He has been hammering the ball so far in the user games. We are really ripping it with him. I think we were 3 for 4 last game or something like that. And it's 2 for 2 to start this game so far. So let's hope Votto can get yet another hit and keep the train moving. Votto's going to hit a fly ball into center. That's not going to do much of anything. The center fielder will easily make the grab. And there's 1 away. As here's Eugenio Suarez, and that ball is deep, and it is way gone. 428 feet for Eugenio Suarez, the first home run that I've hit as a user. That ball was crushed. I just saw that he was 0 for 10 against Eiflin on his career with 5 strikeouts. No longer pulling that over as he hits a nice 2-run bomb into the second deck. Wow, this one got destroyed. We watched this one sail out of the stadium. That was way out of here. There's a 2-2 to Moustakas, which is ripped up the middle as well. And Moustakas is going to be on first, and that center fielder seems to have a lot of trouble as Moose is going to head to second. He's in. I did not expect him to head to 2. But it will be just counted as a single. There will be an error on Williams, but look at Moose having the heads-up awareness and realizing that he didn't have the ball yet and getting on his horse to get the second. That's what we like to see. And here's Castellanos putting one deep, and it is gone as well. Nicholas Castellanos didn't go anywhere near as far as Eugenio Suarez's. And he hits a bomb into left field as well. Eiflin is really not having a good day. That's Castellanos' 3rd on the year as well. What a first couple innings here from the Redlegs. Castellanos just got a fastball pretty well over the heart of the plate as Eiflin's been missing a lot here early. And he drove this thing. Just in about the first row of seating, but hey, a homer is a homer as they are going to go ahead and bring in a reliever. That is it for Zach's day, because I didn't see who they brought in. Robert Stock. Let's check him out. Good old Robert Stock. Pretty terrible ERA so far this year. Let's see what Aquino can do against him. Ooh. His Stock's going to go ahead and strike out Aquino on the low curveball. I just missed on it. And that'll bring up Freddie Gallup. Let's hope he can do something here, as he's not batting too great so far in the year. We need him to pick it up. I don't think that's going to do it unless the right fielder can't get over there in time, and he does make the grab on the warning track. So I thought we had our 3rd homer of the game. And into the 4th we go nonetheless. At the top of the Phillies lineup. Oh my lord. You can't make a pitch like that too many times. Luis, that's gonna get hit out if you put it there too many times. There's one to Galvis at short. Gonna fire it over to Votto. The first man of the inning is retired. There's McCutcheon striking out on the inside 2-seam, and Luis has his 5th strikeout of the game. Hopefully we don't miss any spots here against Bryce Harper, as I would like to keep a 6-0 lead. The 1-2 to Harper, outside circle change, and he whiffs at it for his 2nd strikeout of the game. So Luis is looking dominant up on the mound so far. There's Luis getting strikeout on Hoskins again as he is racking him up, and that's big number 7. Not a whole lot happened in the bottom of the 4th for our Redlegs, so we'll shift into this top of the 5th. And there is out number 1. There's yet another strikeout for Luis. He strikes out Nick Williams for what I think is his 8th of the game. So far he is still working a no-hitter through 5. I did not realize that. Let's see if he can keep that up. There's Votto putting another one into center, and it will get down. And our veteran first baseman has yet another hit as his average continues to rise here in the early season. And that ball is driven high and not very deep into, well, super deep into left, but not quite far enough as Gene will fly out. That'll be the first out of the 5th. Here's Moustakas grounding into a double play. And that'll complete the 5th inning. There is yet another strikeout for Luis. He sits down yet another Philly for his 9th strikeout on the game. Here comes Josh Harrison. Oh, as that one gets by Moustakas, and it will be the first hit of the game for the Phillies. There goes Luis's, I don't even know, it might have been a perfect game up until that point, but it is over now. Stock is going to bunt, so we're just going to get him out at first. So now there's 2 down and a runner on second. And there is another strikeout as Segura looked at a 2-seam on the outside, and he will be sat down for yet another strikeout by Castillo, as he has looked very, very good here so far. Here comes Luis Castillo, already with a homer on the game. Let's see if he can make it 2. Although I would take a single. Castellanos is going to get on. That drops in. If Bryce Harper can't make the diving play, never really been known to be a fielder, Castellanos will be on first. Here's Aquino driving a high fastball into center as he will be on first. And Castellanos is going to round second and head into third as the throw is offline, but first baseman's there to collect it, so nobody will go farther than where they are. Aquino got a fastball out of the zone and drove it into center. That's what we like to see from our young guy. Here's Galvis. Don't want that. Here's Galvis putting one into the left center gap, and that should be a double for Freddie Galvis. He is right behind Aquino, who needs to get on his horse. And he is at third, and that is an RBI double for Freddie Galvis. The Reds are taking a commanding 7-0 lead. But I'm sure we have an out here at the plate as here comes Tucker Barnhart. Boy, are we lucky that he can play catcher really well, because he couldn't hit the broadside of a barn up here at the plate. I mean, this dude couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. Yep, look at that. I guessed that pitch and I still couldn't hit it just because I was Tucker. It wasn't because I was very late. Nope, it's not my fault, it's Tucker's. Absolutely Barnhart's fault. And I love Barnhart too, but boy oh boy, he couldn't hit anything. And here he is, rounding out, but he won't collect an RBI. He's now 8-0 Reds, and he's still only got 1 out. We're going to go ahead and let Luis Castillo take a seat. We're going to let Phillip Ervin pinch hit here. He had a 0-1 count because I didn't get him subbed out in time as I swung at a high fastball dumbly. I even guessed it, knew where it was, but I thought, hey, I did it with Aquino. Might as well try again, but I was early on that one. So now we have 2 outs and a runner on third. Let's see if old Winker can bring him in. And that should do it. Another line drive into center for Winker. That's slowly becoming his signature hit here early in the season. And he is on yet again. I'm not going to lie, he's been a pretty big surprise here for us. Here comes yet another pitcher for the Phillies. This is Adam Morgan. 8 innings so far. 1-0 record, 3.38 strikeout, or ERA. Quite a few strikeouts, not too many walks, but not a great average against lefties or righties. So let's see what we can do against him. That's not what we want to see. High slider, way late on it with Votto. And we are out of the 6th, but there was still a lot of damage done. As our new pitcher checking in the game will be Jose De Leon. We have not seen him yet on the season. That's because we haven't had a big enough lead to bring him in. He is easily our worst reliever at a 62 overall, but when you're up 9-0, there's no point in using some of your best arms, so he will be checking in here in the 7th.
Nope, ball 1.
You can definitely tell that he is nowhere near as good as Luis, as I'm having trouble just hitting the zone with him so far. There's a bouncer to Votto, and he will collect his first out. I mean, hasn't done anything too terrible here so far, but here comes Bryce Harper, and this is where it's going to get scary. You gotta look at that. Misses over the heart of the plate with a fastball, and you cannot be doing that too many times. especially when your fastball is not even going 95 and Bryce Harper's at the plate. I miss yet again, and we are getting very lucky that he is not putting these into the stratosphere. De Leon gets him on the outside changeup. That is the third time Bryce Harper has struck out today, I do believe. Here comes Hoskins, who also has 2 strikeouts on the day. So here is the 3-2 to Hoskins. There's a fastball out of the zone, but he will foul it off. We're going to try a slider here. He's going to foul that one off as well. So a good battle here between Leon and Hoskins. Here comes a changeup. He's going to drive that into left center. Aquino is there. He almost let it go over his head. And he makes the play nonetheless. Here's Eugenio Suarez driving another one deep into left. But yet again, he's getting caught on the warning track. Oh, he's so close with him. The wall is 5 yards in front, or 5 yards closer. On every game we've played so far, I think I'd have about 6 homers with him so far, but still just the one. Here's Moustakas driving one into left center as well. And that one is off the wall, and he will be headed to second for his second double of the game. That is what we like to see from our 3 and 4 hitters. Haven't really done much this season yet. Moustakas is having a big game today, and Gene does have that homer, which is always nice. We've got another one driven deep from Castellanos, and that will be off the wall as well. They're probably lucky that one wasn't gone, as that bounced high off the wall. And that is our second one off the wall, and once again, we are getting so close to hitting homers. None of them just have that extra little bit of oomph just to get out. Where did this one hit? Oh, it didn't even bounce off the wall. Well, still though, extra foot or 2, and that might be gone. It was just early on it. Let's see what Aquino can do here with runners in scoring position. So here is the 3-2 to Aquino. Oh my lord, I wish I wasn't terrible. I was way late on a high fastball. Should have known better to be protecting that way. And here comes the switch hitting Freddie Galvis. Let's see what he can do with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. He's going to lift one into center, and that will not do it. We're not going to score anymore in the 7th. So batting for Jose De Leon will be Scott Schebler here. We're going to get our first look at him. See what he can do. A whiff on an outside slider. It's already 0-2 because I can't figure out how to do subs before the first pitch, so I had to take a pitch with Leon, and it was a strike, of course. Not a whole lot of action to show here through the 7th, so or in the top of the 8th, so I didn't show much of it. De Leon hit somebody. Other than that, there hasn't been a whole lot. As Schebler bloops one into left center, and he's on first. That's what we like to see from Scott. He's definitely not great, but he can show flashes here and there. Here comes our leadoff man, Jesse Winker. So he's been hitting the cover off the ball. Adding 400, he's 3 for 4 today. With a single and 2 runs. So hopefully he can stay hot for a nice little while. Maybe even an all-star appearance, maybe. That's probably way too high of hopes, but gotta set the bar high. He's gonna ground yet another one through the infield. He's an on-base machine. 4 for 5 today. Pretty sure we have at least 3 hits with him every time that we've played with him. And here comes yet another Phillies pitcher, Jose Alvarez. 3 games so far this year, just 3 innings. Nobody scored. 3 walks, but no strikeouts, but no one's even gotten a hit on him yet, what it looks like. The averages are still 0. Let's see if we can change that with Votto right here. This one is lifted into left center. And the shortstop will get over and make the play. Now we have first and second and 2 outs with Big Gene Suarez up. Let's see what he can do. He's going to bounce one to the third baseman. He will throw over to second and get the lead runner, and that will be the 9th. We are going to bring in Tyler Mahle. here in the ninth to close things out. These are about the positions that we trust him in when we have 9-run leads in the ninth. He is another reliever that we have that we need to just put in when we're up by 90. Because he is not very good either. But let's see what he can do here. In the bottom of the ninth, just trying to close out this Phillies team. Just in the garbage time. If he does collect a strikeout, they're on, well, I don't even know what his name was, DD something. Here comes the meat of the Phillies lineup, so let's see how he does against them. They haven't really done great yet today, as Luis beat up on him for sure, but then De Leon did pretty well against him, and that is a bad sign for your lineup when Jose De Leon does well against him. So here are the Reds needing one last out. The 1-1 to McCutcheon. And it is lifted to Votto, who's going to make the play. And that will be a nice, easy W for the Reds. Luis Castillo had an absolutely dominant outing. And the bats were definitely working the day as we win 9-0. What a performance that was. Castellanos wins player of the game, going 4 for 4 with a homer and a double. Wow, 3 RBIs, 2 runs. Gene had 2 RBIs as well. Winker went 4 for 5 with an RBI, and Moustakas hit a double with an RBI. Let's take a quick look at the box score. As Moose and Castellanos and Galvis all doubled. Suarez and Castellanos, of course, both homered. 3 RBIs, or never mind, 1 RBI for Winker, 2 for Suarez, 1 for Moustakas, 3 for Castellanos, 1 for Galvis, and 1 for Barnhart, as Castillo went 6 innings, only allowing 1 hit with 10 strikeouts. Jose De Leon came in and got a strikeout in 2 innings. And Malley came in and in the 9th and got another strikeout as he collected 12 on the game. That is what we like to see. If you guys enjoyed what you saw in this video, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. There'll be a lot of Reds content coming, along with Will Kendrick Road to the show. He's a nice center fielder for the Tigers. And then we have a meme team franchise. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check that out on NBA on my Xbox, and then some rainbow stuff with me and some friends on there. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.